Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are listening from or watching from. Welcome to Light Up. This is another great day to share another great information with you. I welcome you all to today's video. Today I'm going to give you some insights on those who want to apply for work in Canada. If you want to come to Canada as a worker, I'm going to give you some insight. So stay tuned to the end of this video so that you get to know some of the vital information you need to know before you start this journey. Or even if you are on this journey, you know some of the things that you need to note. So I thank you all for being part of this family. So that is what we're going to share part of the family. If you have not joined the family yet, please, this is the time for you to hit the subscribe button to be part of the family. There are so many information here that you need it to help you. Those who want to study, those who want to work, those who want to teach in the United States, your video is there. Watch all the parts, all the processes are there. Let me talk a bit about this video because like this video that I made, camp job available. Yes, this camp job is available, but know that I did this specifically for 2024. You know, summer is almost over. This camp, they accept international applicants and they help you with your process. It will take about 3 or 4, 5 months for you to get your work permit if they accept you. So apply early for 2024, not 2023, it's 2024. So put in your application. I guess the official application will be open on October 1st, but you can prepare, put in your application, like get your references, get everything put together so that you get it ready, sent by October 1st. And then if they interview you and then you go through the process, you get everything right, then yeah, you should get your visa to come and work at their camp before 2024 summer, which basically they will start working somewhere around July, first week of July, or like June, later June. So you get those ample time to apply for your work permit, and then it wouldn't be a delay. So hurry up and then get this one. Get this one. If you're not part of this family, please hit the subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification button as well so that you wouldn't miss any of the information that I give you. So thank you. Now let's come to today. What I just showed you is even a way of getting job direct work to come to Canada. That is one of the way of getting those direct jobs to come to Canada. You know, there are so many ways that you could get, you could come to Canada as a worker. Like if you do the express entry, if you do the PMP, they have the Northern Immigration Pilot Program. And then most of the province also have their own programs that they enroll for people to come and work in their provinces. Those programs, all of them give you like work permit, and then it directly leads to permanent resident. Most of these programs that I've mentioned will do that. But what I'm coming to discuss with you today is like getting a direct work permit. That has nothing to do with those PMP, the program enroll. You are applying for a work, getting an offer, and then applying for a work permit. One thing you should note is you cannot just apply to the IRCC for work permit without a job offer. You cannot do that. You cannot apply for a work permit without a job offer. And then if you apply, if you have a job offer and then you apply for the work permit, two things that they look at. If you don't have those two things, then your work permit will be refused. If you don't have those two things, your work permit will be refused. That is, if you apply, you get a job, and then you apply for the work permit. What you need is either LMIA number or LMIA exempt number. Exempt. That's where you get what is called offer letter or an A number. Offer letter or an A number. And all these need to come from your employer to you. All this need to come from your employer to you. So anytime you are searching for the job, those are the two things that you have to look for. Because if your employer is not able to provide you an LMIA number or offer number, offer letter number, or an A number, which is the LMIA exempt, then you know that even if they offer you that job, you can't get a work permit to come and work. So those two things are very crucial in your job search that you are looking for. So if you see a job on Indeed, Job Bank, LinkedIn, or whichever job portal that you found a job that you want to apply to, or you've applied to, find out from the employer if they are able to provide you with those documents. It's one of them, not both. It's either LMIA number or LMIA exempt. So if those employers are LMIA exempt, you know, the Canada, the Department of Labor, I think that is the right department, they have their own criteria to say this employer is exempt. And those employers that are exempt from the LMIA, I think that is the easiest and fastest way, because that one, you can get that A number or offer number within a week or even less than a week. You could get it. Because if your employer is able to put in the application, I think within 24 hours, they get that offer number. They give them that offer number, and then you can use that offer number to apply for your work permit. But the LMIA take months. It takes months for them to do it. And then the LMIA, the employer have to pay, I think, $1,000. I stand to be corrected if it has been changed, but the last time I checked, it was $1,000. And then the offer number, the employer have to pay $250. But they need to meet some criteria. They need to meet some, they need to meet some criteria before they can be classified as like exempt. And then those are mostly for those in the rural areas, the First Nations, those in the rural areas, because they need you and people are not willing to come there. They give them that exemption. And then they have an act that is for the Indian Act that also exempts some of them so that they can get those offers for you. So if you're applying for your job, find out if your employer have one of these documents. It's not that. Most of the time, what you need to do is talk to your employer. Don't just apply the job and then say, I'm waiting for me to for them to call me for an interview or do the interview for them to offer me a job. You need to talk to your employer from the scratch that you are an international applicant. You are not in Canada. You need a work permit. Most of the HRs or most of the employers do not know much about this because it's not their job to be reading about immigration issues and then how can we bring some. That is not part of their job. For them, they are advertising for people to apply. So if you apply and then you know that you are outstanding, you have all the qualification, for those jobs, talk to the employer that you need to get a work permit. Let employer know that it is possible, because some of them don't know. So tell them, well, it's possible. You need to get this, you need to get it. This is how you could get it. You could apply it here. Then you show the employers. If you have a candidate who they really want you based on your credentials, they are going to help you with that. They are going to help you with that. So this is something that you need to know. This is something you need to know. Know before you apply. So, most of you, some of the employers too, they know the process and they don't want to go through. So you apply and then you say, oh, I've applied so many jobs, nobody is responding to me. It's true, because you are not getting the right employers to respond to you. And then, like I said, some of them you need to talk to them. You need to email them directly, explain things to them, and then they will realize that, oh, it's something that we can do, and then it wouldn't be at any cost to us. It's natural that nobody want to get involved with immigration issues. So some of the employers also shy away from that. They don't want to even have anything to do with immigration. They don't want to have their even names going to the immigration office for anything. Some of them don't want that. But some of them, if you explain to them, this is how it works, it have no cost. And then you should also know that it is illegal for them to charge you on anything that they pay when they are processing. So some of them also might want to back up, because they don't want to spend, like the LMIA, they have to pay $1,000. And if they pay the $1,000 and even they don't get it, that is it. And so some of them might not want to do that, but it's up to you. You have to explain to them that this is what you need to do. This is how it's done. And then, yeah, there's no need for you to tell them you reimburse them. You don't have to do that. They have to pay it, and they don't have to charge you. But your commitment and then your credentials, if they really want you, then they will do that for you. So this is something that I want to share with you. Talk to your employers, let them know your situation, and then give them the possible solutions to your situation, how they can do it with easy. Let them know. Most of them do not know. I know some of them would say, no, we can't do this. Yeah, that is fine. Go on, keep searching. But don't just keep applying without talking to them, to letting them know your situation. Some of them will just see you're an international applicant and they will just ignore it, because they know that it's not possible for you to come here. You don't have a work permit. So they will just ignore it. But if you have moved a step ahead to communicate with them and tell them you've applied, you're an international applicant, and you need a work permit. These are some of the ways you could get a work permit. You let them know, they read it and say, okay, well, let's try it. Or it's possible, we can do it. So you have to move that step. So I always advise, after you've applied your job on the job portal, please write to them again, telling them you've applied, or even putting another application in writing. Because on the job portal, a lot of people apply, so they'll just look at it, and then because you are international, they'll just cross it out. Unless they do not get anybody who is in Canada who qualify for that job, that they will try to even call you. But if you write them and let them know the situation, they might consider you and then try to work with you and know how best things could work. So this is some of the things you need to know. This is some of the things you need to know when you are applying for the job as an international applicant. You know, this is what I'm saying is different from the express entry, the PMP, the Northern Immigration Pilot Program, and then some of the programs that the provinces are enrolling, or the CIC are enrolling for international applicant. This is different. This is when you yourself, you are applying for your own job, and then you'll be applying for your own work permit. The first stage, apply for the job, get the offer, and then if you get an offer, you cannot just apply for the work permit. You have to get your LMIA or LMIA exam. That is the offer number, the A number. And then if you have that and you apply for the work permit, you could get your work permit within 2 weeks. That is, after you've applied for your work permit, then you need to do a web form asking them to expedite your work permit, and then like you qualify for 2 weeks processing time. So this is a very brief and short information for you. I know it's difficult, but try your luck. Apply to different works and try your luck. Talk to them, and one of them will respond to you. Talk to them, one of them will respond to you. So this brings the end of today's video. If you have any question on this, please do well to put it in the comment section. I'll do my best to respond to your questions. I'll do my best to respond to your question. Or if you have any other opinion or any other things, we are all learning, just put it in the comment section and then we'll look at it. If you need anything, please do not hesitate to reach out. The team is ready to assist and then help you any way possible. So thank you for being part of this family. If you have not subscribed, please do well to subscribe. There are so many opportunities here that you can get from. And then some of the places that I go, I try to put some videos out there that you can also see. So thank you. Let me see you to be part of this family. See you next time. Bye.